Hey guys, I got a new video for you today, and we're going to be taking a look at a new pen that I've been testing out for a couple of weeks now. This is from a company called Tactile Turn. If you guys are not familiar with them, they're one of the more recognized companies out there that use the bolt action mechanism on their pens. Now, they reached out and asked if I would be interested in checking out one of their pens, and I have heard of them before, but I've never had the opportunity to actually use one of them. So I was very ecstatic that they did. So I decided to go ahead and work with them. They told me I could go on their site and just kind of pick one of the pens that was available on there. So I went on there, and they do have a lot of different options, which was really, really cool. So I'll show you guys the one that I picked, and then I'll give you a couple of the other options that are available from this particular line. So it comes in this nice box right here. It's very slim, nice and long, and then they actually did throw in a cool little decal here, a sticker as well, so I'll set that off to the side. Now, as far as the box here, it has their logo right at the bottom there, so TT for Tactile Turn. And then in the back, it gives you a little bit of information. On the right here, it just tells you that it is proudly designed, machined, and assembled in Texas. And then there is their site right there, www.tactileturn.com. And they do have the image of the state of Texas there. So that's really cool. It's obviously everything is made, designed, and assembled here in the US. And then on the other side, you have a little sticker here that tells you this particular one. So this is the bronze BAM titanium bolt. So I actually opted to go with the bronze finish for my pen. This particular pen is available in 4 different materials. So it's available in titanium, copper, bronze, and zirconium. And then BAM stands for Bolt Action Mini, and that's because it's actually available in 3 different lengths. You actually have a standard length, which is 5.6 inches, a short length, which is 5.1 inches, and then a mini length, which this one is, which is 4.4 inches. Now, it also has a titanium bolt. But if you wanted to add a Damascus bolt to it, you could do that as well. And you also have the ability to do custom engraving on the pen, which is really nice, which I actually took the opportunity to do so as well. So let's take a look at the pen here. As you slide this open, you are greeted with the area inside. Now, obviously, for cost-saving measures, they cut them all to the larger size, and then they just fit whichever pen you purchase, and it goes in there. Now, I mentioned that I ended up getting the bronze one, and I know at first glance this might look like a brass finish on it, which is what I liked about it, but it actually is bronze. Obviously, the copper would give it more of an orangey look to it. The titanium would be more of a silver look to it, and then the zirconium would be kind of multicolored the way zirconium is. So, as I mentioned, I opted for the mini size, which is 4.4 inches. The reason I went with the mini size is because normally when I carry a pen, I usually clip it to like a pocket inside of my pants, or I maybe have a pocket organizer that I fit into it. And I wanted to go with the smallest option because I know that it will fit pretty much in anywhere that I would want to put this in. But as you can see, it's still manageable. The size is, even though it is a mini, is not so small that you cannot comfortably use it, which is really nice, and I was able to see that was the case. Again, they use the bolt action mechanism here, which is really nice. So you do have a large disc right there that you're going to use the mechanism, and basically what you're doing is just kind of swinging it down this way, and then that activates the pen portion on the front right there to come out, and then when you're done, you just kind of flick it the other way, and it retracts back into the body of the pen, which is really nice. Now, what I was pretty surprised with was that this is the finish on here is not like a slick finish. In other words, it has some sort of texture to it, and the best way to do it is, if you guys can listen while I run my fingernail on it. You see, it's got like little ribbings all throughout it. And I think that was really awesome because it actually helps it lock in place, because again, it is a little bit smaller size, but it helps it lock in your fingers when you're writing, so it's not going to move around. It's not slick or anything like that. Now, the other really awesome thing is just such tight tolerances that they have on the pen here. So I don't know if you can see it here on camera, but there is virtually no place that you would see where the head of the pen actually connects to the body of the pen. But if I go ahead and start unscrewing it, you'll see that gap kind of start appearing there as I unscrew the head of the pen right there. So that's how you're going to get into the ink cartridge inside if you need to replace it. But it starts appearing. But if I go ahead and crank it back down, it virtually disappears. And even looking at it with my own eyes, I find it very difficult to see where that seam is, and that's thanks to the such tight tolerances. As I mentioned, this does have the titanium bolt right there, so it's obviously going to hold up really nicely. Obviously, one of the things about these pens is the fidget factor, so you're going to find yourself doing this quite often. And I don't know if you guys can hear the thump when I close it. It's there is a very audible thump, which makes me feel like it is very, very premium. Now you do have your pocket clip right here, and this is where your engraving is going to go, and I opted to go with my channel here on YouTube, so iSpy0099, and I think that came out really, really nice. Obviously it makes it custom. It endears myself to the pen because now it has my channel name on there, and the pocket clip is nice and sturdy, so I have carried this inside the pocket in my jeans, and it stays in place wherever I need it, and then whenever I do need it, I can just bring it out, and it comes out very easily. Now it writes really, really nice. I just have a little notepad here, so I'll show you guys again. I'm not sure how well you'll be able to see through the video, but it writes very comfortably. It's a pleasure to write with it, and I just wrote this as a test on there. Obviously, it uses the Pilot G2 refills, so if you guys are familiar with those, they're very smooth flowing. This one obviously being in the mini size of the Pilot G2 refill. Now this is a Write in the Rain notebook paper, so as you guys know, these papers are coated, so I wanted to go ahead and try it on here because it's a little bit of a different writing experience on this type of paper as opposed to regular paper because it's coated to make it more water or element resistant. So I wanted to go ahead and showcase this to you guys because I think it is a great option. Now it is a bit on the pricey side from what you would if you were to purchase a regular pen out there or something like that, but I think for the materials and for the craftsmanship, and then just the fact that everything's made here in the US, you really can't go wrong with it. So if you're looking for a nice EDC pen, something that you can carry with you everywhere, it has a nice weight to it also, I would definitely recommend you checking them out. I'll leave a link to the Tactile Turn website below in case you guys are interested in checking out. Now besides the bolt action pens, they do have other style pens. They have pen tools also. They do have different special edition ones that they come out with more premium materials and things like that. So obviously, going on their site and kind of checking out what they have would be great if you guys are interested in something like this. But I did want to go ahead and showcase it to you because I think it is a great option for a pen, whether you want to carry it as an EDC pen with you, just to have a writing instrument. It could double and you could use it like in an office setting. Obviously, something like this, if you went with the bronze color, it sets it aside because as you handle it, it will start to show more of the patina wear on it because of the oils in your hands and stuff like that. So I really can't wait for that to happen because it obviously makes it more your own because now it's kind of taking on the oils from your hand to patina the pen. So I think it definitely makes it more custom, and especially if you do get the custom engraving on there with whatever it is that you would want. Now it becomes even more your pen. So there it is, just a look at the bolt action mini pen from Tactile Turn in the bronze finish. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Thanks.